Hello guys, welcome to Field Skills. This week our installment is the 10th or the 5th installment in our Gear and Kit series, where we're going to talk about the Comfort Kit today. This whole series, Gear and Kit series, has talked about the 10 C's, and especially the second 5 C's, or my second 5 C's, that are out there. We're all familiar with, and we talked about each time about the first 5 C's, the 5 items that we carry with us when we go into the woods. We talked about a cutting tool, combustion device, a cover element, container, and cordage. Those are the most difficult items to reproduce in the wild, and so we should have those with us when we go out, if it's just for a day hike to a long-term hunting, camping hike. We need to have those items with us. But where my take is a little different is on the second 5 C's of the 10 C's of survivability, and they're not items at all, but kits. And we talked about those kits. The care kit was our item number 6. Number 7 is our combustion kit. Surefire ways to make fire when we're in the woods. Number 8 is the catch kit, being able to secure food when we're in the woods. Number 9 that we talked about last time was our cook kit, being able to cook and carry with us the things to have good food when we're in the wild. And today we're going to talk about the comfort kit, item number 10 in our 10 C's of survivability / sustainability. Because these last 3 items, item 8, the catch kit, 9, the cook kit, and 10, the comfort kit, are really things we should have with us when we're to sustain, to be able to stay longer than the 72-hour scenario that we talked about before. So let's get started with what I consider putting in to a comfort kit that I take along with us. Now, first thing we might mention that the comfort kit is generally going to add the most weight and the most bulk to your pack when you go into the woods pack, because the first thing that needs to go into your comfort kit, if you will, is a means to get a good night's sleep. It's instrumental when you're out there, whether you're intending to fish, hunt all day long, is being able to get a good full night's restful sleep out there. So that's going to involve some means of your sleeping gear. My preferred choice here is the military sleep system, because there's so many options you can use, and we'll do a video about that in the future. But in this compression sack, I've got my military sleep system, my sleeping bag in there, and my Hennessy hammock, which is my preferred comfort item to take with me into the woods. It gets me up off the ground. It's very comfortable to sleep in, and in the spring, summer, fall, it's keeps the bugs off of you. The Hennessy does, and I really like it and just fallen in love with it. I've had mine about 3 years now, I think, and just really enjoy the Hennessy hammock. But those are the first items, and as you can see, they're bulkier. You can compress them down and get smaller and work on that, but you need to take in your comfort kit for a longer term stay is a means to get a good night's sleep. And it may involve, as I said, part cover element with your tent, or maybe it's a better tarp than an emergency tarp we talk about in the first 5 C's. But you add something to get you in out of the weather, out of the bugs, as I like to do, and to be able to keep a warm, restful night's sleep. So comfort kit, I think the key to start with is what can I carry with me that's going to help me get a good, restful night's sleep when I'm in the woods. Of course, you can, with that, I can add to this a thermarest. If I'm not going to be in the hammock, I may be on the ground in a tarp. I carry a thermarest instead of that to give me some padding, give me some protection, some insulation between me and the ground. So you can add, mix and match what works for you in that. But make sure, if you to the point you're planning to go in and stay for a while, take what you need, what's best, what works for you to get a good night's sleep. And I think that's the first item that should go into our comfort kit, are those items that we take with us to make life more comfortable, more convenient for us when we're in the woods. What are some other things, though, you may put in if you're hiking, going on a several-day hike, maybe a week hike, going out to fish, canoeing, any of those things, and you're going to be camping out through that. What are some other things in your comfort kit? You know, a change of clothes. Demonstrating here with a pair of socks, I'll spare you the details of my underwear, but taking an extra pair of underwear, extra socks with you, an extra change of clothes if you're going to be out there. Can be all compressed into a small sack, but carrying some of those items as part of your hygiene, I guess. Being able to keep yourself clean, keep clean clothes on, be able to wash your socks out at night, put on a fresh pair through that. Underwear, doing that. Along with those, I think works, you may carry along some, these are super concentrated wilderness wash, Sea Summit, camp soaps. You can use it for your cookware, cleaning, washing them up. You can also use it for personal hygiene, taking a bath in the creek or a shower. One little thing I found and through that is a pocket shower. This is holds 10 liters of water for a 7-minute shower. But to be able, when you're out there and it's been hot and sweaty and you want to get that restful night's sleep, cleaning up, personal hygiene, taking a shower can be critical. And this takes up little or no space in there, and it weighs very little. But you can take care of your personal hygiene. Of course, in that would fall in maybe a toothbrush, toothpaste, those type things to make you your situation more comfortable when you're out there. So a good night's sleep, a system to sleep in, whether it's a wool blanket, if you want to go 1800 style, or a good sleeping bag, sleeping system of some type, a tent. But think about these items, what I want to carry to make my life more comfortable when I'm in the woods. Another thing that we do, and we've talked about in other videos, one of the key comfort items for me is my iPhone. And I talked about I keep it in a waterproof thing, generally keep it cut off while I'm in the woods. But how does this become a comfort item? Well, it has multi-use. It's a GPS. I can pull up the maps, track my trek, if you will, through that with an app in there. So I've got trail maps, navigation, land nav. You know, if I were going, I even found an app for the White Blaze app. If you're hiking the Appalachian Trail through that, but so many things that you can use from a navigation, from a rescue, one of our fourth core needs can be used there. Communication, another comfort item. If you can get cell service where you're at, being able to talk with home. Let home have some comfort while you're out on a trip. Being able to call in, let the wife know, the family know, hey, I'm okay, we're out, here's our location, back to search and rescue, core need there. Let them know, hey, here's where I'm at. If you don't hear from me tomorrow by this time, you know, something's probably gone wrong through that. But preparation and all, but it can become that. But also through it, right here's a Kindle app. You can take a book, great item. Maybe you take a paperback book with you for reading at night or something. You're alone, comfort, just to relax. Maybe it's a book through that. Or on your phone, you can download any book almost in the Library of Congress, I guess, and be able to read. Maybe you take an iPad with you, or an iTouch or something, but this one phone can add that, and that becomes a comfort item while you're out in the woods. So many uses. If nothing else, you can go out and play games on that, but you can download a lot of information, a lot of things that will make your life more enjoyable and comfortable. Not to mention music and movies can even be downloaded on that. Of course, we're getting, I guess, back to the woods to get away from technology in some ways, but technology can be very, very beneficial to us, but we don't need to rely on technology for everything. That's why we learn to use a compass, not just take our phone to get our directions and all, things like that. Another comfort item I've got here is it's a little windable, chargeable, battery operated radio. Has weather setting, AM, FM, through that can go. But what really comes in handy with it is the charging ability. I can take my charging cable with me and be able to recharge my cell phone when I'm out there through that. Now, I might mention on my cell phone I have a Mophie on mine, which is a secondary battery. Gives me a double life battery charge. So a key to using an iPhone and keeping it out there is knowing and turning off or disconnecting certain apps that will drain your battery quicker. But a Mophie on mine gives me a double life battery life in there and lasts. But with this, I can recharge it if need be. It's got a USB connection, one of the small USB type connections, plus headphones if I want to listen, take a little set of headphones along to listen to music here, or maybe the radio through that. This has a solar panel in it. I can set it out and it will charge this battery and thereby charge the other battery. So a lot of multi-use in this thing, along with a small flashlight in the end. But that can be a comfort item through that. Of course, you can a lot of people use, and now with smartphones, I think you're probably getting away from using just a Garmin GPS. Could be a comfort item for you. Being able to have the comfort that I'm not lost in there. But other type, there can be technology go with you when you go into the woods through that. We talked about being able to read at night. Maybe you're alone and you're not ready for bed, you'd like to do something, be able to read, but maybe you got some buddies along. Y'all were hunting. What's the thing? Good. Take a deck of cards with you. Not much space. You could throw this in your care kit if you had to in there. Be able to play a game of cards with the guys there. A lot of the hikers and reading some books. A friend of mine hiked the Appalachian Trail a few years ago and wrote a couple books about that called Through Hiker's Eyes by Larry Alexander, known as Barrow was his trail name out there. But he talked about some of the guys he was hiking along with. They would stop during the day and play a game of Yahtzee through that. Carried some dice with them, and that was their big entertainment and comfort items. So you can think about those type of things. What can I carry along to make the evenings, the rest time more relaxing, get your mind off things and do it. Maybe it's a deck of cards, some dice, a good book you want to take with you through there. It could be any number of things that fit you Whether it's just you like to listen to music, well, take a little iPod, one of the little ones like you joggers use, and all. You can download more music than you could ever listen to almost on it, and be able to listen to some music. And if you use a solar power here, or you can reasonably priced now, is get the small solar panels that you could set up and charge those devices when you're out in the woods. So there's a lot of things that you think, and a comfort kit is not one size fits all in anything. It depends on what time of year you're going, where you're going, when you're going, the situation, what kind of pack are you taking with you? Are you going on a hike? You've got a bigger pack? How much food am I having to take with me? Do I have extra room to add something else to my overall kit system to make it work? So think about that and work it in, and then you'll find out when you get out there and do the dirt time and spend the time out in the woods, you're going to say, I don't use the Garmin GPS anymore. I didn't read the book or play games or use the radio, something like that. You pull those out, but you work it out with you and developing your system of creating your comfort kit. George Washington Sears, Nesmith, talked about in his book and some of the stories he was telling about camping out. One of his comfort items is he liked his pipe and his navy plug tobacco. This was back in the late 1800s when he was writing, but maybe that's a comfort item for you, or maybe you're a dipper or a smoker. You're going to have those things with you. Those become comfort items. They're the things that relax you. May not be the healthiest thing for you, but we do take those with us. So as George Washington Sears said, he enjoyed sitting on the log smoking his navy plug tobacco out of his pipe. That was one of his comfort items that he carried with him. So this is a quick little overview, and what I really want you to do is to think about items, as you're going through and planning a trip or something. What can I take along, number one, to get a good night's sleep? What is my system, my sleep system going to be with it? And maybe you develop that and grow that over. Like I mentioned, the military sleep system is one that can, 4 seasons I can use it. With the 3 various bags and different combinations, works real well to keep you warm when it's cold, or less warm if it's in the warmer seasons. You just mix and match that whole system to make you have the ability to get that good night's sleep, if you will. So I thank you for joining in. I know this was probably a short one. We're going to spend some more time. I want to do a video on my Hennessy hammock, setting it up for you, showing how it works, and why I like it so much through that. The military sleep system to do that. Then we'll get into some other shelter type things. As last week we talked about the cook kit, we're going to be moving to a series on the camp kitchen, I'm going to call the series, where we build a camp kitchen very similar to what Nesmith talks about in his book on how he recommends you putting a kitchen together there to cook over an open fire through that. So we'll talk about those things in the next videos. Again, as Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, life is a journey, not a destination. So I hope you'll join me next time as we journey to self-reliance in the great outdoors. My name is David Fields. This is Field Skills. I hope you'll like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm enjoying and really having a lot of fun making these for you, and hope you enjoy them, and hope you're able to gain a little something or spur some kind of thought in your mind that would say, hey, yeah, that I could use that in my kit as part of my gear. through that. So I hope you'll join me next time here on Field Skills.